I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Dude, I'm so tired. The guy upstairs won't quit sacrificing goats to Satan.
You are the guy upstairs. All right, guys, we're here.
Just note, I don't actually sacrifice goats. That was a bit.
Don't listen to him.
Hey.
Guys, that's right. We are here. I'm sure a lot of people probably confused by this one. You know, they're like, what's this movie? I've never heard of this movie. Well,
to be fair, I hadn't heard of this movie until 2 weeks ago, so...
This is a new for all of us, right? Because we know who made the movie.
Yeah, friend of the channel.
James Merendino. But we had not seen this, as most of the free world had not seen this one until a few weeks ago.
It was hidden in the deep depths of a crypt. A great
basically-
adventure was taken to find it.
It did the festival circuit when it came out. Got some good reviews on that.
Like 94?
95? 93, 94. 93, I think it was maybe when it was filmed. 94 is when it was doing the circuit.
So it's been like hidden for the past 30 years.
It basically...
That's a travesty. I'm upset about that.
And so, yeah, he finally got it unlocked and out to the public, and we're here to cover this. The Upstairs Neighbor. We need to tell
Yeah,
people.
we should probably say the title, shouldn't we?
We did everything but that.
No, we're gonna just tease it for another 10 minutes.
But so, yes, and for those who don't know who James Merendino is, we'll stick around. We're going to do some introduction stuff. We'll talk about him.
We'll do the director bit.
Exactly. We have an area where we do that. Despite the fact that
instead of us just fanboying about him, we actually get to do him in the show.
Well, and again, like we've done him a few times. We're doing it. We're doing it. We gotta stop. Okay, so Bo,
do the thing.
We are doing the Upstairs Neighbor. What beer are we drinking?
We are drinking, by Merendino's suggestion, I might add. He told us this is the beer we should do. Flying Dog's Double Dog Double IPA. At 12 fucking %.
And
James, are you trying to kill us?
Not to give away where we're going to be going with the talking about the movie, but I feel like the depravity in having a 12% beer is to match with the themes of the movie.
No, I feel it. If you drink enough of these, you will definitely see this weird demon dog creature on the bottle.
You'll feel Eric's pain for sure.
The paranoia will get you.
Yeah, this is
maybe it's not a good beer to drink.
No, I think it's
you're just in a corner just
that being said, it is strong, it is smooth,
it's dangerous. You wouldn't it because it doesn't taste strong.
No, and you know, we've had IPAs that taste strong, not this strong.
At like 9%, it's like, whew, that tastes like booze.
This tastes like just a great beer.
It does. Like so I'm kind of afraid of it a little bit. I'm like, fuck, I gotta be careful.
It's dangerous.
Because y'all know me, I'll just sit here and fucking drink these things. We'll pass out halfway through the episode.
Which I guess means we should go ahead and get into this.
Yeah, we need to hurry before I fall.
Well, we've already mentioned James, friend of the podcast. We tried to get him to be here. We're not upset that he couldn't. The man is busy. He's got projects going on.
Lots of projects.
And so we will mention that. But yeah, he is the writer-director of this, like he usually is. He usually is the twofer, the like we like to see.
We like a twofer.
That's right. And so this is one of his first. I think I saw on IMDb one more listed before, probably even harder to find than this one. James, if you want to send that to us, we would watch it.
He's still got the fucking 35mm reel,
right?
Saying. Like you need a projector to watch it.
I would go to his house.
I would, dude. That'd be dope as fuck.
Live stream,
yes,
a real first episode.
Quit giving me ideas, man.
We gotta stop. Too much wishful thinking. We're gonna upset ourselves.
Fantasy booking.
Yeah, we're
That'll
gonna upset
never
ourselves.
happen.
We will make it to where we are just like we can't. We gotta stop.
I'm sad boy now.
Stop. That's why we gotta stop. But so he sent us this beer to go with this movie. James is he was excited when the movie came out. He sent us a thing saying like, hey, this place is going to be hosting my movie. Check it out. And it was just like, as soon as he sent it, I was like, oh, Well, so
Sweet.
soon to be episode,
right?
obviously.
Should we do it like you got a beer for it? And he sent us this.
And this is what we. So that's.
I'm
what
either
we
going to
did.
be very mad or very happy with him at the end of this.
But so again, like we said, he couldn't be here because he's got other projects. He's done other projects. For the people who don't already know, we keep throwing his name around because we are
know
such
who he-
fanboys
Yeah.
that we are like, we know the name, we know the project.
We're just a couple of old punks, man.
Yes. As Bo already alluded to, this is the writer-director of SLC Punk, SLC Punk 2. We have covered both of those in previous episodes. I will right now say, no, listen to me. I will say only go back and listen to the first one. Not because there's anything wrong with the second movie, because there's something wrong with our episode. That's the episode. Remember, the audio is
Oh yeah, the episode, the
jacked
audio
up.
was
It's
fucked
the only
up.
time we've not been able to course correct an audio issue. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we've re-recorded. We hate doing it, but we've
Yeah, we've
re-recorded
done it.
a couple of times. That one we didn't catch until it was too late to re-record. And so
Didn't
like
I message you? Did I was listening to? I was like, "There's something wrong with." The
I told
audio.
you, yeah, I had to tell. Well, no, I think I told you before. I was like, dude, I tried my best to clean it up because I did. I ran it through filters I normally don't have to because we record pretty well.
Yeah.
I ran it through every
paid
trick.
the extra money for the
Dude.
special magic filters.
I ran it through every trick in the book that I could think of to make it sound good.
Oh, so go, yeah, skip 2.
Yeah, well,
Not because the movie's bad, because we're bad.
we're bad.
Go watch the first one.
You can. I think there's like 15 minutes worth of usable conversation out of that
Goddamn.
entire episode. Yeah, dude, it was rough.
It sounds like we're talking through like 1940s.
It's garbled,
like
yeah,
the tin.
Yes, it's bad. It's rough. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could.
Only the hardcores, the dedicated,
Yeah,
will suffer through the shitty audio of SLC Punk 2.
but I'm telling you right now, we are not asking you,
Yeah.
as a viewer, to do that.
Better-
the first
better.
one.
Thing to do, just go watch the movie.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and the first
Still
one,
on Tubi, right? Pretty
I
sure.
think so.
Yeah.
it's you can find it for sure. The first one though is definitely worth listening to. I feel like it was one of the in the old format.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the best ones we did, like where we really did
Went
the
through
whole
it,
like
all
going
the
through the
scenes and
movie and
stuff.
talking about everything, but still getting
Well, I
us
really liked
without
them.
being too long.
I really liked that one. It was like it's a nice road trip movie. Even in the Machine Gun Kid.
Well,
was
that's
good
two.
in
I'm
it.
talking about one.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about
No,
2.
no.
My bad.
I'm saying they should see one because we did really well.
okay.
I feel like one was one where one was one. I feel like SLC Punk was one where we did really good at hitting that stride when the format was go through the whole
yeah.
movie.
Okay.
Of doing that without going overboard. but still talking.
3 hours or
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it wasn't one of those. It was
Master and
too
Commander.
early in the release schedule to be one of those. Like that was like first 20 episodes.
I love that Master and Commander was finally the tipping point where it's like it's already like a 3-hour movie.
We can't do it.
And we literally went like 3 hours talking about it.
So let's get back to this. We're gonna do it again. James did send this to us because he found a home for it. He found some place that would finally play it. That was a new streaming service, so we want to plug that a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, dude, no, this thing is cool.
Bloodstreamtv.com.
Totally free.
It's totally
kind
free.
of Tubi style. You just need an email.
Well, and again, the advertisements better than Tubi, right? They
Yeah, 'cause
were
it's
all
only
in the
like
beginning.
the one.
It's in the beginning.
Yeah, and then
It's
don't
out
have
of the
to worry
way,
about
and
it.
then you're just watching the movie.
It's not cutting in through half of the movie.
I would prefer that. I don't care how many you have to give me in the beginning. I'll sit through I'll sit through 15 minutes of ads if you're gonna play me the movie.
Gives you time to get your chips and popcorn and
yes.
shit together while the ads are going.
Like when we were kids.
Yeah, it's this generation's previews. It's just the ads. Just play them for 10 minutes at the beginning and then don't bother me
Well,
again.
and exactly. Then everybody gets their money. You get your money
Yeah.
for ad revenue. The ad company thinks we're watching the commercial. Everybody's
Popcorn
happy.
company gets more money because people make popcorn.
It's good. Capitalism. All the way.
Capitalism.
But
Take that, commies.
it's funny that we said that while talking about a free streaming service.
There's ways to make money off of free
There
things.
is, but it
and
is
it's
funny.
only possible through capitalism.
So he did find this home, but why? The reason I mention this is because they're cool. They have a lot. If you like a B-rated horror movie,
Oh, I love them.
In every version. You know what I mean? Like ones maybe you haven't heard of, but maybe one's popular enough you have heard of. They've got all of it.
Yeah, I saw a couple where I was like, oh, I remember that one.
They've got the full moon features archive. I did say that right because I was like, it's not full moon movies. It's not full moon. Full
moon features.
Yeah.
FMF.
They also just picked up like the Up All Nights from Rhonda Shear, not the Gilbert Gottfried
ones. The Up All Night.
That's right. That's what I remember.
I didn't do it justice. She does it way better.
Well, I can't hit the pitch.
I can't either.
Yeah. So yeah, check out Bloodstream. They're worth it. I know it sounds weird to say check out.
We are
Bloodstream.
Not being paid either.
No,
We're just
they're just
genuinely
cool.
telling you it's awesome.
Also, on top of covering housing being the place to watch, I don't know what word to use here. Yeah. The place to find this movie of James's. They are also the place that's hosting. That was the
there
word.
It is.
Look
yeah,
at I just had to say it in normal conversation. It just came out of my mouth.
You're thinking too hard.
I was. But so yeah, they also host his Great Kills show.
Yeah, I saw that
3.
too.
Yeah,
I need to watch that.
You do. Well, and I do believe they also host the movie, which inspired. Remember, I don't know if
you told me that.
Yeah,
There's a movie before the TV show,
The Invisible Life of Thomas Lynch. That's the name of the movie. In case you
like
need to
that
go.
name, Thomas Lynch.
But so there are definitely a lot of his projects. There are a lot of projects by his friends who also are there. So like Levi and Lisa, the couple who he does that show with. Some of Lisa's.
On.
Yes, I. To mention the parts from 2 that people didn't get to hear is us talking about how much we love Gormagon.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And his character in that. So yes, Levi and Lisa. And so yeah, they have some of Lisa's stuff is on there that she's done before. So yeah, there's just tons of things people should go see.
Yes. On
Bloodstream. Check it out. Lots
Indie
of cool
films
stuff.
are better than Hollywood films.
Well, and
just saying.
And let's remember that B horror is not quite the same as indie. Like they're
That's
both
true.
Cheap budget, but the idea behind making them is still very different, right? Like,
yeah.
Now, that being said, I think is a good segue back to this movie, because this movie does technically kind of walk the line between the two. This is an indie movie. Is a true, what you think of early 90s when that became a phrase, a word, a terminology, indie movie.
It's even in black and white, which is like what you think of 90s indie films.
But it is also still on the verge of a horror movie.
Of a B horror movie.
It's not. But it is, right?
You could easily do it. Shoot it in color and up the blood count, and it's a B horror movie.
This movie hits so many marks. It is. I don't know whether it was supposed to be intentionally or unintentionally, but it is quite funny.
Yeah,
it is quite funny.
Some funny bits in this movie.
The dialogue hits some really wild, dry humor things.
Just go. You're endangering me. It's my favorite line in the whole movie.
Almost anytime he's on the phone with Josh, if Eric is on the phone with Josh, I love the dumb conversations they have. They're so funny. Or the we'll get there. We'll get there. So James, we love you.
We put him over enough, you think?
I think we have. On to the cast, and then we'll get into the movie, because this will be fast. There's 8, not a lot of them.
Yeah, there's only like 3 main characters.
And most of them have not been in things that we need to mention. I'm just going to mention names because we should.
Yeah.
In an indie flick, that's what they signed up.
That's the only reason they did this.
They signed up so that way people might talk about them and what they did in this movie. So we should at least mention who did it.
Where credit's due, I suppose.
So we'll start with Eric, our main character. Eric is a pulp novelist.
Pulp romance novel, which is even worse. It's like the dirty smut that your mom hid under the bed.
It's the stuff
as the Fabio on the fucking cover.
It's the
90s.
But it's the before version of that. So it's the stuff that technically could have lent itself to like 1950s cartoon characters, but comic book characters, but it would 100% have also been smut in the novel. Right? It's like the weird detectives.
Yeah.
But they're fucking everybody.
They're fucking everybody.
It's the
She came into my office one evening wearing a scarlet dress. Her hair was wet from the rain.
Right, like it's the original Tarzan stories. Those are like pulp stories.
Yeah.
It's the Doc Samson, which is like the Superman-esque like pulp.
Oh, I don't know that
yeah,
one.
Yeah. There's a lot of these, and that's kind of they walk that line, and so that's what he's writing, but in an era where that's not what people are reading.
The guy who lives upstairs, he's a writer too. I think he has more of a handle on it. He does
he writes the same thing.
The smash and dash.
Well, again,
movie
he said,
books.
Dude even said, I've never thought to call it that, but that's what I write too. No, I love that, dude. That was such a good.
I did too. I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Such a good piece of dialogue. Watching his face as Eric's face. Back to this. Sorry, we almost went way off track. Eric though is played by Sebastian Gutierrez. Not an actor that you're gonna recognize, but people who know writers might know him because he wrote a little movie called Gothica. Halle Berry.
Clarify. That's the one where she's like in the insane asylum.
Yes, and you
crazy.
constantly don't know what's going on.
Yes, that's a really good movie.
Yeah, that was him.
It's got Rob Lowe in it, doesn't it?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Was it Rob or Chad? It might have been the other Lowe.
Rob Lowe. Chad Lowe.
Well, it's his brother, dude.
I know, just American Dad.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, I can't remember which one. So
should play a clip of Stan doing the.
So he also though wrote another movie. Well, he wrote the screenplay. So
Somebody please explain the distinction.
No, we know this. Stop it. Someone wrote something that wasn't for the screen.
Oh yeah,
he made it for the screen. That's what
so
that means.
Snakes on a Plane was a book
or something. A play. It was something that wasn't directly.
If it's a play, I want to see the play.
I'm sure it wasn't, but you get what I'm saying. Someone who's a screenplay writer does not have to be someone who turned a book into a movie.
Now I want Snakes on a Plane, the Broadway musical, huge fucking production. It'd be so awesome. I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Be awesome.
Internet, get on it.
Yeah, somebody get on that.
But so yeah, he is
James. When you're done doing this, how are you at musicals?
Oh, we you know what we did? Sorry, we do have to stop.
Oh no, what do we do?
This is a horrible on us. We have to circle back. We said he had projects. You mentioned this.
Yeah,
you were like, after he's done, we should mention those projects, mainly because we might be in one of them. He is writing a new punk movie. We're not in that.
Okay.
I don't want
to. I was like, when did we get cast in that? I didn't audition.
I don't want to mislead anybody. He is also doing a documentary. About SLC Punk.
Oh yeah, we sent footage for that, didn't we?
Only Posers Die. Why SLC Punk Lives On.
Goddamn right.
And yes, we submitted pictures. There are pictures of us. I think there's a giant logo picture we submitted of the podcast. I don't know what's used. I don't know how long it'll be on screen. I don't know anything about anything, but I know
that's coming. And there's a
small
possibility that we are there
somewhere.
We will flash by. You gotta run frame by frame.
No, listen,
there we are.
I promise when it comes out, I will post a picture of a timestamp.
the millisecond that we're on screen.
So that way people can find it. Bo, I'm
all I need. I don't need any more than that.
Listen, I'm not super vain, but I'm vain enough to do that because that also puts over James because they will have to go watch his movie to see us. Get it?
It works for everyone.
We love a twofer, as you already pointed out. That's a twofer that we can't pass up. Okay, now let's get back to the cast. So again, Eric, played by Sebastian Gutierrez, a guy that you won't recognize his face,
but you've seen his movies.
But you know things he has been involved in. The next person we're going to mention, the upstairs neighbor, because how can we talk about the upstairs neighbor
without him,
and
right?
not talk about the upstairs
I love
neighbor.
This guy's name. His name's awesome.
Rustum Branaham.
Right? That is so cool. Rustum Branaham.
Or Branaham. I can't remember it was a lot of
There's a lot of ANs in it. And it looks really cool.
Well, and he was so convincing in this really weird role. He played both. So we have to stop. We got to go ahead and say, so the movie is about a guy who is slowly maybe going insane, maybe not going insane.
Right. It could go either way.
And so this dude has like the upstairs neighbor is the character that has to play both part. He's the guy who has to do the tightrope walk.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just normal upstairs neighbor. There's nothing wrong
But
with
sometimes
me. Like,
you see
no,
him,
I'm actual
he
evil
cracks the
cult leader.
He cracks the weird smile
when he comes down to use his phone, and it's like the creepiest fuck. It's like I'm expecting a murder to happen.
When he was wearing that weird vest
Right.
the whole time. I was like, what
I
is
was like,
this?
okay, weird shirtless man, come into my house and use my phone.
But he does such a good job
He does.
at walking that tightrope. Because there are times where I'm convinced, oh, he's
evil. There's definitely something going on here.
But then you see other scenes of him where you're like, no.
Eric's the one who's
Is insane.
crazy.
But so that's the thing though, like
Little secret window kind of feel, right?
Eric
Or not secret window. What's the Hitchcock movie? Fuck.
Rear Window.
Rear Window.
Yeah. But yeah, so Eric is that guy though. His character just goes insane. It doesn't matter what's real. But he goes insane either way. Whether
he kayfabes himself into fucking thinking it,
right,
works himself into a shoot.
And so the upstairs neighbor had that character is the one who has to walk the line. You as the viewer don't know. You get to feel the insanity of Eric because you're like,
was the guy purposely trying to drive him nuts, or was it all just in Eric's head the whole time?
Is the guy a Satanist? Is he a normal dude?
I don't know, man.
Is it
there's
just
a lot of weird noises coming out of his
Is
apartment.
it just research for the book, but he's not fully committing?
Could be one of those like dark BDSM fucking sex books.
And so like he thought he was,
that's why
he
got
was
the
paranoid.
That's why he's got the weird like leopard print girlfriend. She's like
Yes.
a dominatrix, and
You
she's
get what I'm saying?
explaining all the shit to
So
him.
again, like the dude is like Eric is just paranoid, and since he's already paranoid, when he sees stuff that looks close to like what he thought, he thinks it went all the way.
Just feeds it darker, and then he goes and gets the occult books,
And so
and
it feeds more.
it just makes it worse.
So like I said, that guy walked that
Best
character
actor
line.
Well, no. Josh is the best actor in the whole film.
You
He's the
think?
second best.
Josh is who we'll go to next.
Yeah.
Then. Well, first let's finish this. So again, Rustum is a guy, not in a lot lot TV. Bo saw.
Yeah, it's like,
showed
I was
him the
like, man,
list.
dude, I was like,
Because Bo was convinced he knew him, and so I had to show the list.
So familiar.
When Bo is that convinced, I have to just let him see, so that way he can verify.
I have to go through the list and be like, nope, never seen any of these.
So
it's just one of those faces.
Well, and he's produced and direct. He's done things.
He's done other shit.
Others outside of
I
acting.
had to have seen him in an interview or something.
He did Iron Man 3 as a named agent. I couldn't tell you the name because he is still just a background agent.
It's got to
uncredited for the role of said agent.
Okay, it's got to be that then, because judge me all you want. The third Iron Man movie is my favorite one. Because it's like we got broken. Well, we need to do that movie, and I'll tell you all about it. Yeah.
Now we can move on to Josh, since you wanted to talk about Josh. Josh is played by Kane Picoy. Picoy. I don't know where the emphasis.
Yeah, where's the accent,
emphasis
right?
on that one name? I don't know.
The emphasis.
Yes. Have you not heard that joke?
No.
It's a Mike Myers from man, you will make me. I don't remember the name of it. It's the movie he did with Gwyneth Paltrow where she was a flight attendant. And he tells a joke where somebody says something and he says, "You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable."
No, I've not seen that one.
Okay.
I don't like Gwyneth Paltrow very much. So that's
yeah,
probably why.
well, it was a comedy movie. Mike Myers. Give it a chance. Back to this, though. I don't know where the emphasis goes on his
Picoy?
name. Yeah, I don't know if it's Picoy, Picoy,
Picker. Picky.
even though it's an O.
Picoy.
Picoy. Picoy.
Kane. That's a cool name. It's Kane. It's gotta be Kane.
You just did that joke 2 weeks ago.
Because every time somebody has the name Kane, I think of Vince McMahon screaming, "It's gotta be Kane." All right.
So on to Kane McCoy, though. This is one of those cool ones because this is a movie with actors that most of us, again, I'm not telling you should know him from places.
No.
He has also done some writing, some producing. Again, like most of these people have done a lot of things because, again, that's how indie works.
Yeah. They all kind of work together with each other to do
make
other
whatever
shit
projects
because we
can
all
be made.
love movies.
And they just want to get projects made.
Yeah.
So he is an actor, and he's done a few things, not soap operas, but like random weird daytime TV. 90210, I think he did like 7 episodes.
Nice.
Just random things.
I bet that was a paycheck.
I'm sure. But small residuals, but I'm sure coming all the time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? Like small,
yeah,
but coming all the time. 90210, right? Like other countries and stuff.
At least a couple bucks every month, right?
But he also did Tank Girl. So one that we've covered.
Yes.
He was Trooper number 1. I don't know who that is, but it's got to be good.
Yeah,
because he's number 1.
Yeah, it's accredited trooper.
Well, think
he's the one where like she puts the scissors up to his dick?
It has to be because it can't be the guy who works in the underground facility. That dude had a name.
Yeah, he did. I can't remember it, but he did.
He had a name, so it's not that guy.
Hey, good for you, man. You got that close to Lori Petty.
Well, think about it. Like Trooper number 1, and in that movie there are so many of those water and power troopers.
He had to have been the one who didn't die, right? Because like the rest of them you wouldn't have even bothered because they all get shot and blown up and shit.
I'm saying though he has to be someone who's on screen enough to be number 1.
Somebody go watch our Tank Girl episode and tell us.
Or watch the movie and tell us.
No,
I don't know.
I want them to watch our episode.
I do too, but I don't know if our episode would help them find out.
That is a small detail, sir.
Okay, let's get back to this. That's all I've got for, again, mostly, like I said, most of these people not in a lot, but we're going to mention things. We want to mention them. So the next one, big character, Sarah.
The love interest.
I guess.
They hook up.
The lust interest. I don't know if I would say, I don't know if love. Like,
oh no, seemed really into him. Because they went out like a couple times, and she kept calling him.
But weirdly too into him.
She came back even after he was an asshole.
Well, even before the he might be crazy, maybe he's right moment, weirdly into him.
A little bit.
I don't know if I would say love interest is maybe just like enamored. You know what I mean? Like that, like you just meet someone and like
his creepy stalker. She's like read his other books he put out, but not telling him.
She thought she thought he was like the mysterious writer
and then
guy.
She meets him, and it's like, oh fuck, you're just.
And
crazy.
she slowly finds out he's insane,
but she feels like she's too invested to back out.
I don't know, but so you get what I'm saying. Like I don't know how to read.
She's weird.
I don't know how to read.
I know. I get why we need her in the movie, but like her motivations are weird. It's like, no, bitch, you should have just left.
No,
especially after you like you betrayed me. Fuck you.
She is played by Christina Fulton, who is again an actress in a thing that we have covered before.
This is why that game exists. That 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon is because Hollywood, big as it seems, apparently,
is small.
It's very small. Everybody eventually works for everybody else.
Is
at
connected
some
to
point.
A project that somebody else has done. And so she was in Snake Eyes.
Who the fuck is she in Snake Eyes?
She's the ring girl.
Nice. No, I said she was hot in that movie. I remember. Yeah.
She is the girl who we see several times in a bikini.
She just walks through with the cards.
Because remember, there's even the point of the movie where they try to make you think she's in on the conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're zooming in on the camera footage to be like, is she signaling somebody?
She's waving that card weird. She's like doing this.
Yes, remember? So like, it's a small part, but she did get plastered on a big screen.
Yeah. And Nick Cage movie.
Not that means a whole lot after the massive amount of movies he put out once he hit those bankruptcy issues.
Some of those are awesome, though.
I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying like in the grand scheme of saying Nick Cage movie, you also hit if you were to throw a dart, you could hit plenty of really bad movies.
Oh yeah.
With that statement, Nick Cage movie.
What's the Weatherman or whatever?
No, I like that one.
No, that movie's awful. You shut up.
It's weird. I wouldn't say it's awful. It's weird.
Yeah, maybe I need to rewatch it.
Okay, so yes, Christina Fulton. The one thing I'll say about Christina Fulton, the most convincing cigarette smoker I've seen in maybe any movie.
Oh yeah, no, the cigarette smoking in this movie, it's Eric. You could tell didn't smoke for real because he like does this weird chin cuppy.
Eric is
thing.
weird. Josh, we see once or twice, a little bit more natural, but he's usually with
a joint, and that's pretty easy to, everybody knows that hand motion.
You pull it, and then pull it away fast. You jerk it away. Yeah. Everybody, we get that.
And then you hold it in.
But cigarette smoking is one of those things where, and this is one of those that gives us away as cigarette smokers, right? Like,
I'm not ashamed.
If you're not a cigarette smoker, it's easy to be fooled in a movie on whether someone is really smoking or not. If you are a cigarette smoker, again, we know that today in any movie we watch that's modern produced, even if they're smoking, it's always a fake cigarette.
Yeah, it's those weird herbal cigarettes you can
get.
But
you can still tell the person and how they draw.
They've never done this before.
Versus someone who has.
Watch like Colin Farrell. That motherfucker smokes all the time. Flawless. And then turn around and go watch like Robert De Niro or something. He doesn't really... He'll smoke cigars, but he doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Just watch this movie. Watch Eric versus Sarah.
Oh, no,
like,
yeah.
Sarah is smooth. Is perfect. It looks so believable. Eric, I'm always like... Did he pick up a pack to impress somebody?
Even when in the very beginning of the movie, is him lighting a cigarette, right? And I'm like
nobody else around.
And I was just like, did he even light it? Like,
well,
the quickest fucking touch of the
flame.
He
didn't. What's funny? If you watch the scene,
it immediately goes out.
He did not. But even beyond that, dude, like you can just tell because again, that's supposed to be a scene where nobody else is around, right? Like, he's not trying to impress anybody. That. Believe it or not, again, and this is one of those cigarette smokers versus non-cigarette smokers. That's the moment where you can really tell a cigarette smoker because he's not thinking about what other people are looking at him and how he's
doing it.
So it should be the smoothest version.
Yep.
Not the...
He does. He like puts his chin in his palm. Like, I wish I had a cigarette on me or I'd demonstrate, but YouTube would get mad at me.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can't for many reasons.
Can I do that? Can I flip?
Don't stop in case we can't. The longer you do it, the more of a problem it could be.
I don't have my glasses on. I was about to do like I used to do my second grade teacher and push my glasses up with the fucking... I'm just pushing my glasses up. I'm not flipping you off.
So I've got two more people to mention outside before we get too lost in cigarette smoking. That's a weird tangent to get lost in.
We're all still out there. Cigarette smokers unite.
We have a couple more things to mention in the movie, only because again, IMDb lists very little. So I figure
almost nothing. They're like, this movie exists.
Well, so I figure I should mention every actor that it does happen to mention in the movie. So the last one we have to talk about. Officer Jones.
The handsome one.
The handsome one.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad that you knew that. One of the cops gets featured a lot more than the other one.
Yeah, he does. He shows up even at the end of the movie.
And he has a nice mug.
Yeah, he does.
I looked at that guy and
I was like,
oh,
fuck you, handsome.
Mr. Suave
Go
over
away.
Here.
You're prettier than me. I don't like you.
I feel like they paid more for Officer Handsome than they did for Eric.
Fucking model.
Dude, like, he's suave.
James, jump in here. Did you just go to a modeling agency for the cop? What the fuck? I've never seen a real cop look like this.
Officer Jones is played by Tom Benishahan. It was a weird one.
Fuck you for having a hard to pronounce name. You're pretty and you can't say your name. Get the fuck out
and
of here.
And he, again, TV. Lots of TV. He did different TV shows, random bit parts. I'm not saying you should know him.
The boyfriend. He probably got a lot of that role.
Probably. But so again, I'm not trying to say you should know him, but we are just since these are the people I can give credit to.
He
in
showed
an
up
indie
on
film,
screen, and I was like, "Whoa, you're too pretty to be in this movie. Fuck off."
it showed through again. Like this is some shaky footage because this is a
Right?
cheaper set, dude. Like his beauty was
Everything else in black and white, this guy just showed full color through the fucking screen.
It was
his lantern fucking jaw with the little
You'd think
the Kurt Douglas
if
Dimville in there. Fuck you, go away.
If I wouldn't know better, I would have thought he was filmed with different lighting,
Right?
than everybody else.
They had to hide that ugly bastard behind him.
So that's all of the actors. Like I said, IMDb didn't mention a lot. There's not a lot beyond them.
No, but
Really, anybody else wouldn't be like. There is the girlfriend of the upstairs neighbor, never given a name.
she has like 2 lines.
Well, and never given a name.
No.
Seen a few times, never given a name.
She says bye.
Well, again, like I said, seen. I didn't say
Yeah.
heard a lot. I said seen a lot. You see her quite a bit. You don't hear very much from her.
She has a look though. She has like the
Well, I mean, let's not forget she
with
is
the
also like
camouflage.
she's also like the dominatrix
Oh yeah, that's right.
woman. You know, like dude, when the scene with her and Sarah when she pulls her outfit off, and you're like, whoa here. Maybe I understand. Okay, we gotta stop. So this
It was basically just electrical tape, just kind of covering strategic bits.
we gotta stop. We have one more person I want to mention, and this is all for you.
Just for me?
you.
Aww.
We have the key grip
Yay!
because you always.
I love a key grip.
You always talk about the key grip. I only mention this because this being the movie that it is, a lot of independent movies do this where, again, like the actors are people who are also trying to get projects made.
Yeah.
Maybe not the most important in the credits. They really want to make sure that you understand there are people who are unsung heroes behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So did you notice that? In this movie, cast is like the last part of the credits. It's like cast.
No, I didn't pay attention.
It's like cast.
I did like the title cards though, with it was like very like 1940s noir kind of
Curved
style
lines.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Shooting across. But so
Jazz music.
At the end of the movie though, if you watch, it is literally it's like the entire crew
Before the
then
cast.
then
Nice.
music, then end.
You know, I feel like that was Merendino. He was probably like, no, these guys worked harder than you. You all shut the fuck up.
And so since that's how they went, I did happen to see Key Grip.
Nice.
And I was like, Bo loves a key grip. I'm doing this just for Bo.
Give it to me.
He also had a cool name, and that's
does
why
he?
it
Nice.
stuck out. Our key grip, Mike Crash Kowal. That's Crash
I was going to say, is that crash in
in
quotations?
with a K.
So
Crash with a K.
he wrestled on the weekends, right? He had a mask because it's just Crash McCall. What was his last name?
Kowal.
Kowal. Crash Kowal.
So it's
It
funny.
comes to the ring carrying a fucking steel chair and a barbed wire bat.
If you look at IMDb today, it's Michael Kowal.
No, you're Crash forever and always, brother.
But so I obviously, since I did take the time because I saw it in the credits to write it down, I took the time to look up other things. I didn't write down all the things he's done,
Just a career key grip.
but I did notice he worked with James again for SLC Punk.
Fuck yeah.
So he's at least that cool.
Now I want to interview him. Can we get Crash on the show?
That might be hard to do. I don't even know.
Do you think
how that would
Merendino
work.
still has his
I have
contact?
no
Dude? Like,
idea.
can you hook us up? I want to talk to the key grip, man. I want to be a key grip. Hook me up.
All right. So
Is there an
now,
apprenticeship I can do?
maybe.
That'd be dope.
It seems like that's more of an apprenticeship type program.
Oh yeah,
For
I
sure.
would think so. Like
Yeah.
you would have to have like a master.
All right, so now let's just start talking about some of this. Like, so this movie, like we've already mentioned, it's super indie. Not that again, like James sees most of his movies.
It means something different to us. Like I know, like the mass population hears indie and they're like, oh, it's like a cheap, shitty movie. It's like, no, that means that like somebody put their heart and soul into trying to make
something that meant something
with
fuck a studio.
Yeah, fuck a studio. I sold my house. I maxed all my credit cards because I had to make. Well, and
again,
movie.
like think about it, like if you write it for the studio or you're writing it in a way that you're hoping a studio is going to pick it up, you know you're not writing the story the way you wanted to tell it.
Yeah.
Because the studio is only wanting to make a product that they think can sell. And so if you're writing the story in a way that you hope a studio picks it up, it means you're writing it in a way that is not maybe natural to you.
No, if you're writing this movie for a studio, fucking Handsome Cop's main character, right? Or the guy upstairs.
He is definitely the studio
because it's like, no, we can put him on a poster and women will go see the movie because, ooh, look at that guy.
I love that you just mentioned that, because here's the thing, and this will be one of those like fun things for people actually listening to the episode, right?
Yeah.
When I put this up, you will see the YouTube thumbnail always has the movie poster in the corner, right?
Yeah.
So everybody who clicked here and is actually watching our smiling faces on YouTube, and so if you're not, go to YouTube, you'll see our smiling faces
and my missing tooth.
But so the movie poster that you can find two. One is this really cool black and white like stick.
Yeah, it's the thumbnail on Bloodstream.
It's pretty cool looking, right?
Yeah, it's dope.
It's what I'm gonna use for the thumbnail, 100%. It's a cool looking. The other one is this weird color sweaty version face of Eric.
Ooh, nice. Like when he's like in full freak out mode.
No, the scene that
where I'm like convinced that they like James, please answer this if you watch this. Did you just duct tape a camera to his chest and let him fucking go?
So that is like the thumbnail.
Yes. Ah, that's awesome.
Or I mean that is the movie poster.
The movie poster, yeah.
And so like obviously I'm not using that. That won't look cool down. I love you, James, and I get it. Maybe one of those was...
Maybe it was still black and white. Because it kind of clashes with, like, if you saw the, color picture poster and then you watch the movie and it's black and white, it might throw you off.
Maybe, I don't know. But again,
because some people aren't me and don't like black and white.
So I didn't mind it.
I love black and white movies. I grew up watching fucking old movies from the 30s and 40s, dude.
Well, on top of
my great grandma had just shit tons of old fucking movies.
Dude, on top of that, I feel like it fit the vibe the movie was going for, right? Like this weird pulp noir.
Yeah, like
this is a weird again,
Dial M for Murder kind of shit.
And we've got Rear Window. It's got these very like these vibes of like paranoia and like old school LA, Satanistic LA.
The 70s Satan Panic.
80s Satanic Panic.
Yeah,
but
there
this
it was.
is Satanic Panic was like the mainstream, like the 70s though was full of like everybody saying in Hollywood. Because that's when LaVey was actually making the Satan's Bible, and he was hanging out with people in Hollywood. And
I had a friend in high school who was all about Anton LaVey, dude.
Well, because I mean,
had his book.
It's very different.
Fucking did his eyebrows like he did. I was like, dude, man, I don't know about that.
But so, like, to me, that's where this is coming from, right? This is coming from like, it's stemming from that vision of Hollywood, that vision of LA, that vision of like, when you get out here, some people are Satanists. And it's that some people don't understand what that means, right? 80s Satanic Panic made most people be like, oh, if you were hanging out with that guy and he created the Satanist Bible, you must be...
You're an evil person. You eat babies.
And we all know today that if you actually read it, it's not... Like, he's a peace...
I have read it.
It's closer to a hippie.
Yeah, it's more of a like... I am the most important thing in the world.
Well, yeah.
And what I want to do matters.
But there are still limitations on
what you could do. Like, you can't go around doing,
because that affects someone else.
You can't hurt people.
Because it's what you want. Because it does inflict on their personal...
Because you're going to fuck with what they want.
We're good. We're good. We'll
Follow my other channel. Maybe we'll Kentucky Fried Chronicles. Maybe we'll do the history of Satanism.
chronology.
Oh yeah, chronology. Why do I keep doing that?
It's okay. I got it. We fixed it.
Me and
We're
Chuck
all
both. We fucking keep doing that.
But yeah, this is definitely one of those times though where you can get this vibe of the satanic part being this like, it's because Hollywood had the connection. It's because there was an 80s satanic panic. Those are the things that led Eric to be the guy that Eric is.
Yeah.
Eric is now in Hollywood where Satanists were.
Yep.
He lived through 80s satanic panic.
Yep. He watched the congressional hearings with fucking like D. Snyder and everybody.
He watched Mazes and Monsters with Tom Hanks.
We need to do that movie. That was like one of the first movies I pitched for this fucking show.
But so, I have it on DVD. Don't worry.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Are there bonus features?
No, it was a cheap $5 DVD.
The bootleg.
Yeah, cheap. But so again, you can tell that Eric is a product of both of those things.
Yeah.
The reason his paranoia sets in so hard is because he knows the city is full of people.
Yeah.
Who are connected
and his
to
Catholic
Satan.
upbringing probably didn't help.
Well,
I was married to a Catholic. They can get weird.
That gives him his closer connection to understanding demons. Because they believe that.
Yeah, it was more
the levels
more her family.
The levels of demonology and stuff like that is a very Catholic upbringing thing. So yes, Eric is this product, and watching this slow dip into his paranoia is chef's kiss, dude.
Yeah, because the camera angles sell this so good. I loved this. Like in the beginning of the movie, it's kind of open, like a normal apartment, but the more paranoid Eric gets, the closer the shots get, and it's like the room is shrinking, and then by the end of the movie it's literally just up in his face. Like I know there's like a camera guy just on his knees just kind of shooting up like this.
That's one of those things, like I asked James for us, right? Like he wasn't able to be here, but he
did answer questions.
He answered some questions for us.
He's just a gentleman. Like
he's
that.
a mensch.
Yeah,
True
yeah,
mensch.
he's a true mensch. Even though we're not Jewish.
Yeah,
it's a Jewish thing, right?
Yes.
I don't want to offend anybody.
No, you're right.
All right, cool.
But yeah, he totally answered some questions for us, and one of them I had for him was about the filming location, because I was like, dude, I know the budget had to be low. Did you rent an apartment?
Or was this just
someone's
somebody's
apartment?
house?
Was this your? Like,
Yeah.
where did this come
We'll just
from?
use my house. It's fine.
They did rent a space. They found it dirt cheap, bad side of town.
Nice. That's actually kind of a nice apartment for if it was the bad side of town.
Well, they rented both floors, top and bottom, so that way they'd be able to totally do everything they
Hell
needed
yeah.
to, even though they literally used the top. I guess at first I didn't have the realization till right now. I was just about to say, I was like, I guess they needed both, since they really only filmed like a couple of seconds upstairs. They needed both because he filmed him climbing the outside to look in the window, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
could you imagine if they rented only the bottom?
Only the bottom. And he climbs up and just looks in some random person's apartment.
So now I understand.
So he did actually climb the side of the building. That was
dude, you watch it. There, how could it have been?
I was
anything
wondering
else?
about that. I was like, well, maybe they had like a little
how could
like a
it-
lift thing.
What I will say, and I kick myself for not asking.
Good for Eric. I wouldn't have made it.
Well, what I kick myself for not asking James is, did you have to put anything there to make the climb easier for him, or was it?
yeah, or was he
literally
just that
laid out
badass? He's just like, oh, I can totally do
Well,
it.
not even that he's that badass, or is shitty part of LA that poorly designed where
That
someone
you
could
can just
easily climb
up
up
that way
and
That's a
break
good
into
point.
the second floor
Because
apartment.
there's all kinds of little like handhold. There's like a hook?
It's a
and
peg.
a pipe.
No, those are straight pegs. Some of those are like weird, like giant pegs. They look like
Just
dude.
rebar
climbing.
sticking out for no reason.
They were like the weird things where power would come in, like the
Oh yeah, like a power conduit.
like a rod for the wire to wrap around. Back in the day, back in the day.
It's a fucking grounding rod.
Something,
It's
dude.
just a solid copper rod,
and he's
going
just grabbing it to climb. Yeah. So I don't know.
Good on him. I wouldn't have made it up that fucking thing.
Yeah, James did definitely confirm they rented a place. It was not just someone's apartment. They found a place. But so it fit perfectly, like you said, to where he could get these shots where the claustrophobia that this guy who's freaking out in this paranoid like
losing his mind
would start to go into. And not even just like, again, the movie makes a point about it, both in visual representation and Sarah talking about it. The room he writes in, 100% claustrophobic. I don't understand how he writes
closet.
in that.
What the fuck? It's like got his bed and his
a vent hole.
And
a vent hole in the ceiling for his cigarette smoke to go out of.
I hope it has a fan, right?
But outside of that room, the rest of the apartment is perfect in that, think about this, like both, this is a behind the scenes and in film perspective, right? Like behind the scenes, it was indeed big enough that they could get the crew inside.
Yeah, because if you watch the credits,
there's a crew.
There's like 20, 30 people that work on this movie.
All of them weren't inside, obviously.
Yeah, but
I mean, like,
you still have
more
to have
than one person was
you got
inside.
The director, you got the AD, you got the cinematographer, you got the camera guys, you got the sound guy, you got the key grip. We got our boy Crash. He's up in there making sure shit's going the way it's supposed to.
And
running.
So, yeah,
it.
like, think about that. Like, all of those people, at
in
least
this,
a few of those people are inside.
Yeah.
And so, like, you got to give credit to the fact that it's big enough for that.
Oh, there's a total tracking shot at one point. So, you know, they had to, like, put the camera on a dolly with the rails and it slides through. Because there's no way the camera guy crab walked that fucking smooth.
I don't know.
If he is, he's the best marching band person ever, and he should be at Blue and Gold.
But so it's phenomenal that they found this place that was able to accommodate the camera and the crew and the people, but also be able to get these shots that felt so claustrophobic.
Yes.
Not that it, by any means...
The shrinking room, like I said earlier.
And by no means do I mean that this place was big. I don't think it was big. But it was big enough that the crew could be there. But they also were still able to get these angles. And it's angles, dude. Once you see some of the... Like you said, some of the pan shots where they're like panning through a room and back into the other room, you can get that this place is bigger than it looks. But some of the angles are perfect because it just has so many like... jagged angles into a room. Like it goes down a hallway, hard rights into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hard lefts into the bedroom.
Yeah.
Hard rights into the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, so you can get these shots where you get a side shot angle.
The more paranoid Eric gets, the closer the camera gets to him, and the room shrinks, right? And suddenly, like by the end of the movie, when he's like full freaking out, and Josh comes over and it's like, I'm gonna go get a doctor. You stay the right fuck here. And then he strips naked
for no reason.
I don't know, for no reason. And he was seeing the demons coming for him.
Yeah,
naked scares off demons, right?
Maybe
if you gotta, you know, nobody wants to see dick from nowhere.
No, so yeah. The end gets it accelerates quick.
Well, no, suddenly he's just having a freak out, and then he's naked.
No, listen, this movie was such a fun ride because when it starts, you have no idea it's gonna get to where it goes.
I was honestly, have you ever seen that like Ben Stiller, Drew Barrymore movie, the You, Me, and Mrs. Dupree or whatever,
yes.
Where like I thought it was gonna be a comedy.
It hits a lot of comedy notes, like we already said. Like, like some of the conversations with Josh, straight comedy gold.
Right.
The first conversation
when he's like, dude, you need to calm down. And he's like, here, hit this.
The first conversation he has with the upstairs neighbor, well, who he thinks is the upstairs neighbor, but we never get confirmation of who might be on the other end of the phone.
Oh, yeah, when he calls him and he's just like, look, man, like, I get it. The world sucks.
I laughed so hard.
Because
at that conversation.
it's borderline pretentious. Like, it's like, yeah, I feel like that's what a writer would say about the world, but it's too funny.
And so, like, you go through this ride of this movie being like, in the beginning, you don't know what you're getting in store for.
Yeah.
To then you're like, it's a comedy. It's 100% a comedy. We're just watching this guy and his life in a, like, in the city, writing these things.
Trying to write a novel. His publisher's calling him,
His
being
neighbor's
like,
a little weird.
Yeah, his neighbor's weird.
And then it slowly evolves into his neighbor's weird to maybe you agree with him.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're like, something's
like
not
45 minutes in, you're with him. You're like, no, there's something up with that guy.
He's
strange.
He's
Fucking weird.
He might be listening in downstairs.
Right.
I don't know. And then you all of a sudden you shift into being like, no, this guy's crazy. I'm following the crazy one.
And then we just go with the crazy. It just keeps going, and everything just keeps until he gets fucking full-blown fucking mental breakdown.
See, but what I'll tell you is when we get to the end, it's not even that, like, he's full-on crazy. It's that then you have to reanalyze the movie you're watching, and you're like, is he crazy, or is Satanism connected to Satan?
Was he driven crazy by Satan? Like, that was the plot the whole time?
Well, because when you get to the
his
end,
smut writing was so awful, even the devil himself had to stop
what
it.
I'm saying is, we already said in the beginning, there, like, we talked about satanic panic and like how like it was a fictitious idea that people made up and it influenced him. What I'm telling you is, when you get to the end, though, we know that that's the world he came from.
Yeah.
And that's maybe what influenced his paranoia.
Just fed into it.
But since we don't get confirmation in any way,
because he gets run over by his best friend. I'm
saying to you is, can we tell our listeners that 100% this wasn't that Satan was real and that the devil was clawing at his door? No.
It can go either way. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
The ending leaves it very open to interpretation on, was this guy crazy?
And was literally all of his people he knew, Josh, Sarah, converted into the satanic cult.
Listen, no matter what happens, the Josh cult scene not real.
Oh, him being like, you betrayed me, Josh.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Because that, no matter what you want to believe, that is in the thralls of, like...
I mean, he is naked when he screams that. That's fair.
When he's covered himself in the powder.
The weird powder. What the fuck was that? What is there holy powder?
Salt?
Maybe. Oh, salt.
Like demons, like salt.
Yeah, supernatural style.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
But either way, to me, that scene, the scene with seeing Josh be like in the cult, that's the one where it's like, that one definitely didn't happen. Even if you believe that Satanism was real and the dude upstairs was a Satanist, that part is just when he's too far gone in knowing that Satanism exists.
And Josh was...
And trying to apply it to
He was
everything.
literally the last guy he saw.
Yeah. So that one I don't believe at all. Now, that being said, I will say Josh's nonchalant reaction to running over what we assume is his best friend.
Dude, I saw that too. And I was like, dude, you are super not upset that you just gut fucking wrenched your buddy. Like, his intestines are hanging out of his stomach.
The first part, when he's still in the car with his brother that he got to help his friend, when he's upset and like pissed off in that moment, I get, because he doesn't know what the thing that made him wreck
as far as he's concerned, he just smashed into this van. He's like, fuck my car.
He killed a dog.
Yeah.
And it made him swerve. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Eric did kind of run out in the road like a dog. He was on all fours.
But Josh stays that way.
Even when they're watching him die.
When he's looking at his best friend, coughing blood out of his mouth.
I was right. You're all Satanists.
Naked on the street. He's just watching
dick
his
flopping.
Friend.
Just like, wow, that's a hell of a thing.
He
oh, well.
Watches his friend like, huh.
Stupid fuck shouldn't have ran in front of me.
No care in the world that he just killed his best friend.
It's just a 90s thing. Like, they think stoners are just, like, unempathetic because we're so high.
No, listen, what I'm going to tell you is it's not even just that. It goes back to that trying to make the ending you don't know. Does it mean he's a Satanist? Is that why he didn't care?
Oh, yeah. Is he one of the... Is he one
Was
of them?
he right?
That's
I don't
true.
believe
I didn't even think of that.
I don't believe he was right. I don't believe Eric was right. I don't think Josh was, but I'm saying that the way it ends is made to paint that picture a little bit better, right?
It leaves the question mark at the end.
Because even Josh reacts in a way to where you're like, wait, was he on their side?
You know, if this was filmed in the 40s, it totally would have ended with the end question mark. Ooh.
Oh, right. I think that's a good place for us to get to the end here because that...
Why? Because I said the end?
No, because that connects to the thing.
Ah, okay.
So this is one of those times you got to ask me first.
Shane, what is the thing? What's your thing?
The thing is, why didn't we get this? Why did we have to wait this long?
Oh, why did it take us like 30 years to see
until
this?
now?
Why wasn't there a DVD release?
Well, it's even just going back to when it first came out, right?
Yeah.
The end question mark. Why didn't we get the end question mark and then somebody say, I want to give money to make the next part? Why didn't we get more of this kind of...
like, why didn't a studio pick this up?
I love this weird noir Satanist Polanski
look fucking,
at the city and Hollywood and like writers, and I like this. I love
the descent into madness kind of thing.
This was so cool. Again, like we said outside of recording, this movie, if you don't like indie projects, you might have a problem watching because it's rough. It's rough around the edges.
Sometimes the acting is bad. Sometimes there's a weird graininess to the film.
There's an extra blur in somebody's movements that you wouldn't get in a smooth, high production.
Those film purists that need everything to be perfect.
But I'm going to tell you right now, I loved every second. And this isn't because I'm a Merendino fanboy. This is because... this story...
No, I would have liked this movie even if I didn't have it suggested to me.
This story was perfection.
Yeah. It reminded me so much of like those like 1940s like fucking horror movies, you know what I mean? Not the monster movies, but the like psychological horror movies. Well, like Dial M for Murder.
Well, that's the Polanski of it all too, right? Like his actual influence for visuals, Polanski. The ideas, I feel like, are timeless and definitely touch those 40s.
Yeah. I, for some reason, wanted Eric to be played by Peter Lorre. Like, I feel like it would have been great because he, at the beginning, would have been fine. Just a writer trying to do his thing. And then with them big Peter Lorre eyes and the descent into the paranoia, it would have been fucking great.
I get it, dude.
So now I need to just grab Merendino. We're going to jump in the TARDIS and we're going to go back to 1943 and make this movie with Peter Lorre and fucking Vincent Price and shit. It'll be fucking fantastic.
I'm down, dude. Let's make this happen. Because again, though, like that's what I'm saying, though. Like
James, I might have to kidnap you for a little bit, but timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, you'll be back in time to finish your projects.
Look, to me, if I'll even take the shortcut. If I just need to timey-wimey I'm going to take somebody who actually wants to produce a bigger project,
like a more this. Like a bigger funded project for this.
Like I'm not even saying because I like an indie movie.
Are you saying like reboot?
No, because that's what I was just about to say. I love an indie project. I love watching this movie the way it is. So I don't need it to be a remake of this. But maybe even just like another story in the same city. Like, so you like the same kind of things are involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a world where we can tell more stories in.
kind of like a Paranormal Activity, just like maybe the cult is real, and like this other guy,
and we hear more. Yes.
gets cult like brought into it, and he
so
dies.
And maybe in that movie we find out more of if it's real, if it's not.
Yeah,
Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, so maybe it's just a guy who knows the upstairs neighbor. And so it's like, is it a connected thing, or is it still just in the head?
We would have to bring that guy back, though. Like, I'm not doing it without the guy, Radham. What was his name?
Give me a sec. Rustum Branahan.
Yeah, that dude. If it's not him, I'm not doing it. He's got to come back to play the upstairs cult leader guy.
Well, he wouldn't necessarily.
And we got to like
we would only need him for a moment.
Yeah.
For the story I'm saying, right? Like, we just need him
cameo,
to connect to the new person who's like, wait, is this a connected Satan cult, or is this
he's
just
the master and he dies at the beginning? He's passed the knowledge on.
You're going too far, because I don't even want it to tell us that there is a real Satanist cult. I'm saying the new movie still has to walk this line.
Oh, it has to keep going with the like, is it not, or is it?
So we say it's a friend of the upstairs neighbor.
Yeah.
And so the new guy knows about what happened to Eric. And the rumors attached.
And like it feeds into his paranoia.
And he knows that his friend or his whatever,
his uncle,
neighbor.
He's his nephew.
You get what I'm saying?
Right?
He knows that person has a connection to this guy in the story of Eric. And so it's still in that world
No,
of,
it totally works.
We don't know.
Totally works, because like mental like psychosis is hereditary sometimes. Maybe it's one of his family members.
So you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we could do this still without telling us a definitive.
Absolute 100% best case scenario. Merendino hears us talk about that pitch and decides to write it.
I'm not saying
he doesn't have to even credit us. I just want to watch the movie. Sounds awesome. But I would like a little credit, though. That'd be cool.
All right. I think we've more than covered the thing.
You're the thing?
Because again, I just want more of it.
Yeah,
I don't understand how we live in a world where more of it didn't happen.
We could expand on this story.
We should have seen this movie 30 years ago.
Paranormal Activities on like 6? We could totally do this like satanic cult. Is it not? Is it real fucking
We should have done this a long time ago. Right? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I'm mad that this took like 30 years
to see the light of day. Yeah. All right, Bo. Since we're at the end, what's the thing?
Mine is completely fucking selfish.
That's okay.
Mine is
it's yours.
I am completely fucking pissed off at Eric that you want to come see my book collection line fucking worked on this chick. Like, I've tried this with chicks who are into the subject matter. I'm like, no, I've got the complete first edition set of Winston Churchill's memoirs. Would you like to come see it? No. Get fucked. Even if you have like a true crime podcast, right? Still not gonna work. What do you think, man? Are you brave enough? We got one more of these.
Dude, I don't know if we need it for the last couple of minutes. This is gonna be the thing. Maybe me and you talk about this once we leave this room.
Once we're done.
Are we brave enough to do one more before we depart each other?
To drink the last of this beer?
I have a sip. To finish.
Knocked it over. My cup empty.
Yeah, but again, like, for the viewers who can see, we're not like Bo said that like he was way ahead. We're talking
exact. Like, he's got like one
sip.
drink behind me.
Yeah, we're not very far. Certainly not far enough for where we're at to need. Like, this is
We've had two apiece.
These are strong. So that's where we're at for the episode. Bo, what do you think about this beer?
It's the best. It's favorite beer. I want more.
James, when we started, Bo said he didn't know if this was a good idea, and he questioned your logic.
Great idea. Best idea.
Now, I will also back up the reason he said that was because we didn't know about 3 being a good idea. And I will say 3 would have been a bad idea.
But now the decision is, do we
Well,
make the bad decision and drink the third one.
we can off camera. 3 on camera.
Probably bad.
Bad idea.
But Flying Dog, Double Dog, Double
So
IPA.
many doubles.
Go try it.
It was delicious.
It tastes.
It's
scary,
dude. Look,
scary good.
When you look at the labeling and you look at the percentage, you're gonna be like, I shouldn't do this. I'm gonna tell you right now, the taste,
worth it.
Phenomenal.
It goes down so smooth.
If you've got plans later, don't let this be your lunch beer.
No, if you gotta go back to work.
Have yourself.
I'm all for it. You go like
have
on
yourself
your
a
lunch
Miller
break.
Lite, call it
Yeah,
a day.
I'm all for it. Go for it, but not this one.
No, you're not going back to work.
You're not going
right.
back to work and being able to do anything.
This was good though, James. We love you. Thank you for the recommendation.
Because we've seen this before. Like we kept looking at it and being like, "What could we do?"
Well, and I'll save this. This will be for when we actually cover the movie, because maybe we'll get him on for that one. I'll tell you everything I'm secretly referencing right now.
Intrigue.
It can be something that's saved for the fans for later. All right. On that, though. But what are we doing next week?
More beer. Oh, wait.
Well, no, it's not.
Not even a beer. Hang on. One second. We're doing Ace Imperial Peach Cider High. With a big exclamation point.
I'm not sure, and I'll do the research before we record. I think that's their healthy. They're vegan.
Oh, they're... Wait, hang on. Let me look at...
Well, no, I know the...
Yeah, no, it says gluten-free and vegan on the box, so...
Well, it says that, but I don't know if that's specifically only that one. What I'm saying is, I think, though, the high is in relation to those statements. I'll let everybody know for sure.
It's not just because they smoke a shit ton of weed.
I'll let everybody know for sure next week.
It's coming. Updates.
But the movie we're going to be covering, and this is so everybody knows why we're doing this. It's for 2 reasons. It's not just... You'll see next week, my other child will have her own introduction to the podcast. In her section, she wants to talk. She's been upset that her brother has been here too much, and she has not.
That sibling rivalry, you gotta love it.
That's true. And so
how dare you do things I don't get to do?
And so she wanted her chance, and so I told her she could pick a movie, and just by luck for us, the movie she picked,
it's one of my
obviously
favorite,
because she's my child.
It's one of my favorite fucking movies ever.
It's one of our favorite movies.
I know.
We used to watch this all the time together as children.
This was a grandma rental.
Yes. We would rent this all the time.
We should have a section, just like a playlist, grandma rentals.
Once I start doing the playlist, I'll do that. I'll do the ones that, like, Big Business gets to be on
this one.
Well, it's not grandma rental. It's grandma list.
Grandma
so the ones that because
we need to do Starship Troopers. Remember grandma came in there and fucking yelled at us because she walked in right at the shower scene.
But so I think that one fits because, again, like Big Business, she owned that one. That was not a rental.
That was in that weird wood
VHS,
that wood panel drawer.
12 tapes each side, pull out. Yeah,
had the matching fucking rewinder thing. Still wood paneled.
So again, this is a movie. I've not told them the movie yet, Bo.
Oh
we
yeah,
we just told them that it's one they should. I know. It's okay.
I miss being 5 years old. Okay.
This is The Great Chipmunk Adventure.
The one with
the Chipmunk Adventure?
The Great one with Adventure? The hot air balloons?
I might have got the name wrong, but you guys know.
Wooly bully.
Yes, Wooly Bully.
Wooly bully.
All right, we got to stop. You'll hear us talk more about it next week.
I'm going to sing the whole song that episode.
Before we're done, do you need to tell them anything else?
I need them to go check out my other channel, where me and my friend Chuck talk about history. It's called Kentucky Fried Chronology, keeping with that KFC theme, because Kentucky boys got a Kentucky. But hope to see you there. We got fun episodes and adventures coming up on there. Like, comment, subscribe on this channel.
Go check out Bloodstream TV.
Yeah, go check out Bloodstream TV. At Merendino.
We love you,
Send him a
James.
thumbs up.
We love you, James. I think that's a good place
Yeah.
to end. We love you,
We
James.
love you, James. See you later. Come on the show.